really hope this works. And okay, audio is working. Hello everybody and welcome along to round 5 of the Aus-NZ Combined Supercars Championship for 2019. And this time out we're in Watkins, Glen, and oh my goodness, the lag is already horrendous. We may be praying that this broadcast holds out till the end. Well, okay, broadcasting with me until this inevitably drops out, because it really isn't looking strong right now, is me Wadey XO4... Look, hold on. Me Wadey XO48. Welcome along, Wadey.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, it looks like it's sorted itself out for now. All the cars are... Oh dear. Oh my goodness. This is not gonna be good. By the looks of things, my internet is extremely poor. Poorer than perhaps any other week or any other race that we've done this year. Because, well, I'm not sure if you've seen the stream, Wadey, but it really is not looking good. Anyway, welcome along to
Yeah,
Watkins, Glen. Hold on, I'll just, welcome along to Watkins,
kids, this
Glen.
is what happens when NBN goes wrong.
I'm on a hotspot. That's that. So anyway, welcome to Watkins Glen International in New York, where, well, this track Formula 1. Today it plays host to the Aus-NZ Combined Supercars Championships, specifically round 5. Of course, we'll have a sprint race and a feature race, the Bathurst 1000 special event. Last time out, it was Speed Racer who took victory in the sprint race, becoming the 3rd man in 2019 to win a Supercars race. And in the second race, it was Uncrewed Squid who took yet another victory this season. Also, driver of the day for last week was Speed Racer, with 33.3% of votes going to Speed Racer. And also, if you are watching the description below to vote for your Aus-NZ Combined the day, there's a survey in the link in the description below, and the winner will be announced. Make the board watch, I guess. But anyway,
I can't
see my ping to everyone else.
So I still can't understand you, mate.
Alright, 3rd time's a charm. Can you bring up the timer? Yeah, there we go.
Tie. That's all I heard.
That's pretty much good enough. That's fine, it's not. We are in the practice session right now, ahead of the sprint race. And I'm going to see what this actually sounds like. Oh my goodness, the audio is actually working on the stream. Anyway, right, okay, this is the practice session. It's working on the circle. This is the practice session we're going to be having tonight. We have the sprint race and of course the feature race. And this is the only practice session that we'll have, because the feature race and of course 8 drivers tonight, which is slightly less than usual. But nonetheless, we do have a field of drivers that are going to go racing tonight. And yeah, so anyway, Lockie is currently the fastest man in practice, and I think this is the first time in 2019 that he has, well, actually been topping the session for a significant amount of time. Uncrewed Squid is actually 6/10 off Lockie at the moment, which is interesting to see. And Uncrewed Squid looks like he's parked at the side of the road. Well, one of the Evil Knievel cars looked like they were parked at the side of the road anyway. Having looked through the field now. Here's Sato. Now, excuse me if I'm less enthusiastic. I just kind of at least holds out until the end. As Uncrewed Squid comes onto pit road. Triple Rotor Racing sets another fast lap. That puts him into 5th position. Lockie's still on top of the session, followed by Speed Racer, who's actually only 1,000 Lockie, which is one of the closest gaps that we've seen so far.
And Sato is currently half a tenth back as well.
Yeah, he's a tenth back. It's
look at the damage. Quite a few cars do have.
Triple rotor racing's fine, but the other three you showed me had a bit of cosmetic damage. A few cars making the trip onto pit road.
Okay, so
yeah,
Wacky and Highlander, Ads, and Lloyd all have damage.
Right, okay. Colonel Lloyd's car looks about Highlander.
Not E, which will put him.
Now let's see where he goes to. He's crossed the line, and that is straight to the top of the timing sheets. He is 400ths, well, nearly 500ths of a second faster than Lockie. I think Colonel Lloyd, one of the main talking points is that his car was looking fast throughout the week in practice. At least that's what I'm told anyway, and he's certainly proving it. He's currently gone quickest. Meanwhile, Uncrewed Squid, he's all the way down in 5th at the moment. However, bear in mind the practice will probably not be Squid's representative pace. And I was just checking audio on the stream there, it seems to be working. Apologies to the viewers, it looks like we are going to be really good one. Glen, as is B2, I'm not quite sure. Is Lloyd with the 1 minute 2, which so anyway we are on the short circuit for the for today's race. That's usually the track that plays host to the NASCAR Xfinity Series and the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series. And I'm trying to actually work out how long it is. It's not a long times just if we can. There's a few different layouts. Right, if we look, so we are racing on. This track is well, it's only 3 kilometers around actually, and the lap record in real life was set by David Porter in an LMP1 car back in 2015, so that would have been with the American Le Mans series. And rather impressively, these guys in the Supercars are lapping very, very close to that. In fact, so they've actually than an LMP, and what something select. My screen is very zoomed in for some reason. I don't know why. It's not showing. Oh, it is showing up on stream. I don't know what's happening here. What have I done? What have I done? I don't know. Please help. What have I done? Oh God.
Is it still
I don't know what's happening.
The cameras.
Yes, I can somehow move the camera and it's really zoomed in. Okay, never mind, I fixed it. I don't know what I did there.
Just
I fixed it. There's more stuff to add to our technical woes. Oh, and Colonel Lloyd's dipped into the 1 minute 3s. He's to say the 1 minute 3.5. Uncrewed Squid is surprisingly off the pace, but it's only the practice session. So expect him to go faster. And Highlander, he's on the move as well. He's, well, 300ths of a second up. And that won't put him quite as quickly as Uncrewed Squid as he slides to the final corner. And he comes across the line and goes 2
I'm
tenths
hoping
quicker.
I don't jinx it, but your internet is sounding a lot better than it was just a few moments ago.
It seems to have stabilized for the time being, and I genuinely hope it does stay that way. So, we're coming with 1 minute and 27 seconds left in the... And making very funny noise. Oh, and there's another Triple Crown. Currently 2, both of them on race. Who do you think's going to win today? Because the practice session is, well, it's producing some interesting results.
Well, Lloyd definitely seems to be quite quick around here. And besides Lloyd, I reckon the other 3 or 4 main guys, including Shads, Uncrewed Shadow, and a few up there, tough pole position, but have the whole thing.
I reckon we'll win the race. Straight. It does happen.
Anyway,
Triple Rotor Racing comes across the line with a time that is good enough for 7th place. Only a couple of drivers left circulating, however they are slightly off the pace. And we are now at the end of the practice session. Colonel Lloyd looks like he has topped it for the time being, unless Speed Racer, if we can cut to him, thinks he can go any quicker. And he actually looks really, really quick. I don't, you know, it might be interesting to see how he does. He tends down on his fastest lap, but regardless. Oh, and he got up on the curb there, so that'll probably be invalidated. And he's about to come across the line now. Will he go quicker? He crosses the line, and it doesn't look like he does. So, Colonel Lloyd, he's got the practice session. He's the only man in the 1-minute 3s with a 1-minute 3.5. And Shads is in second place. Actually, we'll run through the entire results in a second. So, Colonel Lloyd, he's taken the practice session out, followed by Shads, Speed Racer, Lockie, Highlander, Sado, Triple Rudder Racing, and Uncrewed Squid rounds off the field for the practice session. And that's surprising that Uncrewed Squid is as far down as he is. I was expecting a little bit more for him even in the practice session. But now it's qualifying. This is where it really counts. And if we might see a new pole sitter today, or maybe even the 4th race winner for the 2019 season, possibly in Colonel Lloyd. Immense pace dip his toe in qualifying enough for pole. Sado now, 3 people to win a race so far, the other 2 being Uncrewed Squid and Speed Racer, who won last time out at Sportsland Sugo during the sprint race. Speed Racer was also the driver of the day for the last round. If you're watching on YouTube, the driver of the day survey is in the description below. And somebody in chat is noticing the fact that we are having a few internet issues at the moment. We are having issues, but we are trying to deal with it as best we can. Anyway, Sado has started his flying lap.
Wow.
And he's just navigating the S's at the moment. I believe he is the first person to start his flying lap. Yes, he is. And well, it'll be interesting to see if he will be a contender for pole position today. He's about to come into the bus stop chicane. He brakes very, very late. However, he looks like he's just going to make it through the corner. Yes, he does. And through this long, sweeping right-hander and into the NASCAR section of the track. It's looking like a pretty good one if he can hold it together until the end of the lap. Coming into the second to last corner. He handles it pretty well. He doesn't use too much of the curb. He runs. And yes, it is invalid. That was looking. Meanwhile, Uncrewed Squid that he's setting he comes across the line now, and I don't think it might have been an out lap. Yes. I'm not sure he's gonna make it like another out lap. Pretty much going. He might be a contender for at least a podium tonight. Hasn't been the greatest season for Lockie. However, he's still pretty quick, and this is the furthest up he's been so far. It'd be good for him if he can qualify on the front row, but it might not be pole position considering the lap that Colonel Lloyd's on right now. It's looking pretty perfect unless he runs wide into the wall. He's through the final corner. He doesn't hit the wall and he doesn't run wide. He comes across the line. What's it going to be? And I think he might have invalidated it again. It looks like it was, because it doesn't.
Across
the bus stop, yeah, exactly. He's going for another one though. And he'll be heading for the bus stop chicane again. Lockie's gone quicker. That 1-minute 4.9 has turned into 1-minute 4.8. Lockie doing very well to hold pole position at the moment. Now, will Colonel Lloyd invalidate again, or will he finally get a lap in? We've got 5 minutes left in the session.
After Lloyd's lap, check out for a few minutes, so I'll leave the timing.
Alright, we'll make it quick because we've only got a few minutes of qualifying left, and Colonel Lloyd runs wide again. That'll be invalidated for a third time.
You never know, he might go away with it.
He might have gotten away with it, and it doesn't look like he has.
No,
it's invalidated once again. Lockie's still the man to beat,
I'll
followed by...
leave you with timings.
Leave it on Colonel Lloyd. Yeah. Oh, you might want to leave it on Colonel Lloyd.
Well,
A man who practice only 1/100th of a second slower than Lockie. So we're seeing some of the guys that would dwell mostly around the midfield come up right towards the front of the field. Lloyd, he's invalidated. He's about to come across the line. What will it be? It's nothing. He hasn't... This is very, very strict on almost every single time is being displayed. And we are so Colonel Lloyd's put it is. With Shadow and Colonel Lloyd dating, he is invalidating in the stop session. Hey, maybe he doesn't want to start on cannot go quicker. Oh, and Colonel Lloyd ways on the exit. Into the final corner now. He's running out of opportunities. Up again. Meanwhile, 10th faster. A 1:04.7. And Sado goes to the top of the timing sheets with a 1:04. Currently, Sado is your provisional pole position man. Meanwhile, Colonel Lloyd's run wide again. And he'll be that will be invalidated again. He'll have another lap after Lloyd. At the back of the
back there as well.
Uncrewed Squid back there. The fastest guys in the field. Round 5 of 7 races. The championship is most certainly on the cards for many people, and they'll definitely be factoring that in to their final few races. And even if you're not in the championship, there'll still be people pushing for the win. And I know the battle is rather close for second in the Drivers' Championship. It is reasonably close. Speed Racer actually took second place in the championship last time out. So if we could cycle towards the front of the field before the start of the race.
That's the plan.
Because I like to see, yeah, I like that view. So we have a new man on the front row. Lockie is starting on the front row for in the 2019 season in the extra